There we go, blimey.
Oh,
Okay, get back in the room.
oh, back in the room. Jesus Christ. It's 9 a.m. It's 9:19 a.m. and we normally record on in the afternoon for me.
Yeah,
So I'm still fresh awake, which is I guess is appropriate for this episode on dreamings. On the dreamings.
yes.
So this is going to be a bit of a mental struggle for me. But anyway,
Okay.
let's
I might
let's
struggle
what
because I've just had lunch, so I've got a belly full of
carbs.
pasta,
Oh,
carbs.
there we go. Yeah,
So I might fall
carbs.
asleep in about half an hour. That's the effect
All right,
carbs have on me.
I'll like poke you
Yeah.
awake if you start to doze off. Right. Let's. Okay. So with all
Talking
that,
of poking, talking
with
of
all those
poking.
with all those caveats out of the way, let's
Yeah.
go to a place where the distractions are landmarks and the detours are the main road. Welcome to ADHDville.
Right. Poking with a stick, poking with a stick. Martin poking me is the Martin poking with his stick. Carbohydrates making me very, very sleepy. Used to do carbohydrates. Bit of a problem. Hello. I'm Jennifer Lawrence, and when I'm not picking up film awards for best female actress, I'm pretending to be Paul Thompson, with who got diagnosed with a combined ADHD about 2 years ago.
And I'm Neil Patrick Harris. And when I'm not doing magic tricks and appearing on the odd show here and there, like How I Met Your Mum, I am
Okay, nice.
pretending to be Martin West, who was who was diagnosed with combined ADHD poo poo platter in 2013, and we start off in our dream pub in the dream town of ADHDville, and we're glad that you're here with us. Pull up a chair, join us around our table.
Yeah,
Uh, uh,
a chair, a stool, a pew.
Exactly. Although we won't be hanging around here for long because you're going to have to kind of get your drink down you because we're
Yeah,
going to head off to
yeah.
talk about dreams. Where should we go, Paul? Where should we go?
I was thinking
Where
we
should
could
we?
go to the spa, Martin.
Oh, that seems like a relaxing place to kind of like
The spa.
maybe fall asleep. All right, let's jump in the tractor. Ah, reliable. Oh, Betsy, fires up.
Oh, Betsy.
Ah, you can let those
Oh,
zen-like waves just
nice. I'm
take
already
you
feeling
away.
relaxed.
Take you away. Oh, blimey. Right, dreams. Dreams and ADHD, Paul.
Dreams.
Good
Yeah.
Lord. You know what? This is like one of those things where I did a bunch of research on it, and then we were
Okay.
supposed to record on last Thursday, and then it kind of got pushed and pushed and pushed for various reasons. And then in that time, everything kind of sort of went away. It just drained away out of my head.
Okay.
So let's
Okay.
see
Did
what.
it train back again, or is it gone?
I was trying to stuff. I was trying to get all my research off the floor and then stuff it back into my head earlier on.
Right.
So I
Okay.
think we
Did
should.
it work?
Well, let's you and I find out, shall
We'll
we?
find out. Let's find out.
Let's find out together. All right. Well, I think we could start off by kind of like saying, what dreams are. So I'll just kind of like just tee up
Ooh.
dreams
Okay.
as it were, so we could just kind of like settle into this. So dreams are not like just random movies that kind of play in your head. That they actually are a window into what's
Yeah.
going on in your mind. In your
Yeah. Isn't
mind.
it Freud used to keep a daily diary of his dreams?
Yes. I believe
Yeah.
he said. that, well, I think that most of dream psychology is still based on part of his stuff, which was that
Yeah.
dreams are a reflection of your subconscious.
Yes.
I think we've kind of,
Exactly.
I think, I think we've moved away from all the symbolism stuff, and
Yeah.
we've just, but
Yeah. Have you ever heard people say, like people talk about their dreams? Some people say, "Oh God, it's so boring." I was like chatting to someone the other day, and they're just like going on and on about their dreams. Like dreams, it's almost like the taboo that you don't talk about your dreams. It's like in the 1970s, you didn't turn up at someone's house and give them a slideshow of your holidays, right?
oh,
It's on that kind
yeah,
of level. I think dreams are really bloody interesting, personally.
absolutely,
I think it's
absolutely.
incredibly revealing.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. So I mean, dreams are best understood as a conscious experience, i.e., when you're awake, of the brain's kind of offline processing work, crucial for memory and emotional balance. Which for those
Emotional
who,
balance, what's that?
well, exactly. You see, and that's the thing. If you're like,
Yeah,
if you're ADHD and or autistic, what dreams do is that they, well, one of the things that they do is they help process what's been going on.
yeah,
Like so, if you've had a sort of a, they help process your emotions that
yeah.
are going on at the moment. It's
Hmm.
like having a little having a little therapist in your head for free.
Totally. Yeah.
It goes, tell me more about your mother. So
Uh, cue,
you know,
that's cueing a Thomas Dolby song.
oh yeah, and I know. So dreams happen. Like REM,
Yeah.
the
Hmm.
band. Apparently, according to my research, the band REM has something to do with sleep. Like they're in your. No, hang on. Wait. No, REM, rapid eye movement. That's when that's the
Oh.
stage of your sleep when most of your dreams happen. Not all of them,
Oh, okay.
but the ones that you remember.
Okay.
And some of the key characteristics are, they we don't consciously choose our dreams very often,
No.
which is sad because if it was more like a Netflix, like the more of a Netflix or a blockbuster experience where you could just kind of go
Yeah.
into your dream thing, go, I think I'll dream about sausages. Like
Yeah.
sadly,
You don't get to choose. Like your parents, you don't get to choose your parents.
no, no,
Same
I
with
do not.
dreams.
Yeah, I don't have dream parents either. Um,
I can't.
um,
I couldn't possibly comment.
oh god, I know. Anyway, dreams, are often sensory. So they are primarily visual, but we can also see, hear things, and then they even touch things. They kind of like, they involve all of our senses. Which if you have sensory issues,
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
can kind of become heightened for an
Yeah.
ADHD brain. Dreams often carry strong emotions: fear, joy, anxiety. And I think that's what we were saying.
Or anger.
Yes. So part of it is, if you've got these emotions running around, you can actually experience them in a more of a safe way. So so
Okay.
so like if you're having a really bad dream, like
Yeah.
a nightmare, or you're scared or you're
Mm.
anxious, you know, um, it can be like it's a way that our brain is trying to work through stresses
Okay. In the
um,
background. Yeah.
in the background in a more safe way,
Yeah.
rather than out front, and
I mean, because
in
that's my question is okay, if you're thinking and cogitating, especially because most of your dreams you don't remember, right? I
yeah,
think probably at least half the dreams we don't remember. What is your brain doing on a subconscious level? Is there a level of training? Is
for
there a level
training.
of you with you absorbing your dreams, learning by them, or whatever your reaction to those dreams are? Is the brain reacting in some way and therefore being affected in some way by the dreams?
Uh, yes, I
Or
think.
is it more superficial? I suspect not. I suspect it's not superficial at all.
Right.
There's
No,
there's a level of being conditioned by the types of dreams we have.
right. So in the background, our little subconscious mind is and our brain is kind of using that dream time to process memories, because like we have our memories aren't that aren't that great. Our short term memory, so
Right?
kind of like
Or
it helps.
reliable. They're not always reliable. They're often just vastly distorted by our perception of or our perception or of how our memories are kind of like opportunistic.
Right. So it helps with all of that. So it kind of like
Mhm.
tries to kind of order it all, and
Yeah.
and it will strengthen what it thinks are im, im, important memories, and it will kind of like push down anything that it doesn't think is actually important.
Okay.
Which is kind of why you don't
Like
remember everything.
there's a level of subconscious suppression.
Well, yes, like you doing the dishes the other, like 15 years ago on the
Hmm.
3rd of May,
Hmm.
it won't remember all of that junk. Just kind of gets like
Yeah.
pushed away in your sleep,
Yeah.
dumped.
Because it's all in
Um,
there somewhere, isn't it? Your brain is essentially a database.
yeah, but it doesn't have, it can't store everything. So
No, because
it
you go
so
crazy.
so in your sleep, your dreams are part of that kind of like ordering what it thinks is good and what it thinks is bad.
What about fever dreams?
Fever dreams. That sounds like a song. Fever. Um, fever dreams. You mean like when you're ill, those kind of
Yeah, when you've
special
got a
dreams that you
fever.
had, and the
My
dreams are
fever
like,
dreams are fucking out there. They're out there. Weird shit going on.
yes, yes, it is. I think it's because your brain is trying to cope with what it thinks is like it's all going Pete Tong. It's all going
Yeah,
wrong. It's all
yeah,
everything is like on fire. You, your whole system is shot, and it's
yeah.
trying to kind of like sort it out, and it's just
It gets trippy. It gets essentially gets quite trippy, at least in my little world of fever
yeah,
dreams. Quite trippy, LSD kind of effect almost.
yeah. I know. I don't remember any of them, but I
Oh, I
know that
do.
when I you do.
Yeah, yeah. I remember most of my dreams, even the
Ooh,
fever ones. But
any good
we'll
ones?
come on to that. Oh,
All right,
yeah.
all
Well,
right. Okay, well,
okay.
we'll come on to that. We'll
We'll
come
get
on.
onto that.
Oh, okay. So, but a little carrot for us.
Yeah.
Um, like there is a part of dreaming. You know, like if you've got like a test coming up, or you've got an important thing coming up, or you're trying to learn something, and then you
Hmm.
dream of that thing.
Yeah.
Like that, your brain during dreaming can actually kind of like almost sort of role play and prepare
Hmm.
for what
Yeah.
might come. So it might think if you've got something coming up, like a pitch or something, and
Mhm.
it's a disaster, for example,
Yeah.
like you're doing a pitch and you look down and you're not wearing any underwear or pants, and it's like,
Tick.
oh my god,
Yeah.
right? That's your brain kind of like preparing itself for what it thinks might be a really what is the worst
Yeah.
case scenario, so that if something bad happens, your
Yeah.
brain has already kind of done a bit of
It's managing potential negative consequences.
yes. So it's kind of helpful in that way,
Okay. All right.
which
Okay.
which I like, which I like. ADHD is quite a, when you pull that into it, it's kind of quite interesting because I believe we our dreams tend to be more vivid, bizarre, and emotional.
Right.
Would you do you feel like you have that your dreams are sort of vivid? Like when you when
Massively.
when you wake up, do you kind of think, "Whoa, that was like I was in
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
film." It was like
I've
a
got a certain reputation, Martin.
oh really?
Yeah.
Me, the third Earl of Windsor, with my reputation.
Of having particularly bizarre and vivid dreams
There we
amongst my
go.
friends. Like my friends say, they've never had anything like as bizarre and wild and um, just out there
Nice.
as yeah.
I'm looking forward to hearing some of these in a bit. Um,
So do
uh,
you, for
what?
instance, like do you have the same reputation, Martin? Are they wild and vivid?
They are when I'm in them, and then I wake up and I'm mostly they like evaporate away within like
Yeah, for me
seconds.
too.
Like they just
Me too.
gone. I mean, like even last night, um, I was in. The film June.
Yeah,
There's
and the
there's
sequel, Terrier June.
the sequel. Tyrion June. No. Okay, well, obviously only 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 Brits of a certain age will.
Right. Yeah.
That's a niche deep cut right there. Um,
Yes.
oh yeah, so the film June. I dreamt I was in June, like I was
Oh,
in the
nice.
film, but
Riding a
it
worm.
but it wasn't the modern. No, well, I wasn't. Unfortunately, I wasn't doing the big sandworm thing. I was in
Uh,
the David Lynch version that came out in the
right.
80s. Now, I don't know if you've seen the David Lynch.
I have, yeah. With
It's
Sting in it. Sting
yes,
is in
it
it, isn't
is,
he?
and I watched it like a couple of days ago, which I think is why I ended up in the
Okay.
David Lynch June. But it is a bizarre film. It
Yeah.
is off its chump. Um,
Right. I think
I
I'm going to have to watch it because I watched last week by incredible coincidence. I watched the second part of June, the modern June,
oh yeah,
last week. Yeah.
nice.
So it'd be good to watch the original from
Yeah,
the what is it, the early 80s.
it's like 84 or something, somewhere around
Right.
there. But mate, it you, you cannot prepare yourself. David Lynch, right? He is a filmmaker of a certain
Yeah.
It does certain. It is nuts visually.
Right. Hmm.
Nut. It makes the modern Dune films look very bland. I would
Yeah,
say,
yeah, yeah.
like,
I interesting fact about David Lynch that I heard last week. There's a lot of coincidences, Martin,
eh?
if you're thinking about it. But anyway, factoid about David Lynch. In the last 20 years of his life, even though he's incredibly famous and won a lot of awards, is like a really important film director in the last 50 years. He couldn't get funding for a film in the last 20 years of his career. Couldn't get funding for one of his films.
Blimey,
Bizarre. Is
that is
that
bizarre.
madness?
That is
Considering the success he had.
right. And I mean, he did a lot of films that were kind of nightmarish.
Yeah,
If I seem to remember, which is interesting, a nice little pivot back onto nightmares.
yeah.
So there's some research that shows that individuals with ADHD report significantly higher frequencies of nightmares, bad dreams, and dreams with negative emotions. This is linked to
Hmm.
daytime emotional reactivity and anxiety. So we have more anxiety during the day. I think this goes with
Right.
autism as well. That, and then that
Yeah.
plays out in our dreams, and we have more bad ones than
Is
normal
it
people.
partly because ADHD people and autistic people, they're more receptive to that experience? It's like people say, for instance, if there are people that go on and they test, there's a lot of testing going on for at the moment, going research where people volunteer to get tested for microdoses of LSD, right?
Right.
And people generally are more have a kind of a more open mind about where certain drugs could take them. That generally they will find drug taking easier than neurotypicals.
Right. I mean, definitely like
So they're
I
more
mean,
receptive, more open to experiencing that, therefore more likely to remember it too.
yes, I think with ADHD, obviously we will take risks, and
Yeah,
we will
yeah,
do psychedelic drugs as part of a research
yeah,
program. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So we will put ourselves out there more, and certainly like in real life, right? We will, you know, um, ADHD. If it, when it takes hold, we'll be like, okay, well, let's do this mad cat crazy thing,
yeah, yeah,
um, and then you end up trying to kind of in the at night, our brains then have to kind of process all of that craziness that went on,
yeah,
that
totally.
and then you end up with kind of like weird, bizarre, crazy dreams.
Yeah. So Robin Williams said he never did drugs before he performed because it made him too normal.
All
It
right.
so cocaine normalized him too much.
Yeah, I had this conversation last night.
Oh, okay.
My well, there was some there was a cocaine scene going on the TV,
Oh,
and
okay.
and my wife was like, "Oh, when was the last time you did cocaine?" I was like, "Oh man, that was a long time ago now." And she
Hmm.
was like, "Well, what was it like?" And I said, "Honestly, it I just felt normal."
Yeah, yeah. I'm the same.
It kind of
Totally
just
the same.
quieted
Yeah, yeah,
my brain down. It was like, oh, and I can remember thinking, oh, is it what? Because I thought people were like going off their tits on cocaine. I just thought
yeah, yeah,
I'm just carried on doing my thing. I was like, oh, this is
yeah,
nice, but not really a big deal. Like,
yeah, yeah. Oh, totally.
it makes
I've
sense
been
now.
in a situation where people have been. me and people around me being doing stronger than cocaine, and looking at them going out of their minds, and I'm just like, oh hell, you know, whatever,
You're
ever,
you're you're hardened. You're a hardened
yeah.
druggie. I love that.
But yeah, I was just leveled out really, which is very common
Yeah,
amongst ADHD and autistic
yeah.
people.
Now, lucid dreaming. Is this something that you can do? Have you ever realized when you're in a dream that you are in a dream? You go, oh, hang on a second. I'm in a dream. I can make things happen. I
Yes,
can do whatever I
yeah.
want.
I
Oh,
had that the night before last.
oh, nice.
Yeah, and I was drifting in and out of sleep about 20 times in the same night. And just like every time I woke up and went back to sleep again, going back into the same dream and having almost like having an overview of myself in the dream.
Oh, wait. Oh, this is Inception
Yeah,
stuff. This is.
yeah. I was like watching myself being myself in a dream.
Oh, a dream inside a dream.
Yeah. And I literally woke up at least 50 times. I was like, what the hell? And then, after about 10 or 15 times, I was like, okay, this isn't a coincidence anymore. Hang on, I'll go back to sleep again. And there I was again, watching myself having a dream.
Oh, that's
And
fantastic.
and it must have been 50 times, maybe more times that I woke up and
Jesus.
fell back to sleep in that state.
Whoa. That's
Yeah.
fucking mental.
That's mental, and to the
Mental.
point where when I finally woke up, I was destroyed because I hadn't really slept at all. That I thought maybe I'd had a fever in the middle of the night and didn't realise. It was like I went into a fever and came out of it within over a
Oh,
period of about 3 or 4 hours, and that's why.
okay. That's mental. Mental. I mean,
Oh,
just there are some studies and anecdotal reports that do suggest that people with ADHD do tend to have more lucid dreams. I've I do sometimes, and it's always just when I'm waking up. It is almost like, as you say, like I'm having a dream, and I kind
mhm.
of wake up in the early hour, like, so 6 a.m. say, and then I kind of go back into it, and I've done that where you kind of say, oh yeah, I remember a dream, and now I'm going back to the dream, but
Yeah.
rather than seeing me, I'm just more
Hmm.
aware that I am in a dream, and I can kind of change things a bit
Okay.
more. I can kind of
Yeah.
get, okay,
Yeah.
okay, well, let's not go down there. Let's go down this path over here instead.
Mhm.
So that there's a bit more
Yeah.
control.
Well, I was listening, but even in awakened state, I've had experiences in the past where I can listen to myself listening, right? So if
All
there's
right.
like a pool in a parallel universe, or in awakened state, pool in a parallel awakened state, listening to myself listening to something,
Wow.
or listening to myself talking and making judgments over myself, literally as I'm talking.
That's crazy.
And
I love
I
that.
was there was a podcast recently. It was an ADHD podcast. Can't remember which one. Oh, it was Robbie Williams
All right.
saying he once. Oh yes, he once was in the middle of a concert in Germany. Okay, and he
Mm-hmm.
was singing. Okay, it was his concert, so he would be singing,
All
right?
right.
He was literally singing, but he suddenly got to the end of end of the song, realizing that all of that time that he was singing that song, he was listening to himself singing, and making judgments and going on a kind of a kind of a different conversation that had nothing to do with his song or himself or the concert. It was all about him, the fact that he was singing in the town of Nuremberg, and he was having a whole conversation in his mind about the Nuremberg Nazi trials. And
As
when
you
he
do.
finished the song, he suddenly burst out with some kind of speech about the Nuremberg trials and got booed off stage.
Fucking hell.
That's
That guy is.
madness.
Yes, that is
That's
madness.
madness, isn't it?
It is.
He got
Also,
booed off stage. He had a bit of a PR problem going on because he was bringing
yeah,
up fascism during a concert.
as you would.
He said people probably weren't expecting that at a Robbie Williams concert.
I bet not. Right, the medications. If you take ADHD meds, they can affect your dreams.
Uh-huh.
So they can suppress REM sleep initially. So you end up with less dreams, but as they wear off in the night, um, you can kind of have this sort of what they call this REM rebound effect, where intense dreams kind of suddenly pile in the early hours
Okay.
of the morning. And I know that like some meds cause insomnia, which obviously breaks your sleep patterns up, and then that
Mhm.
fucks up your dream cycles.
There's
Yeah,
also,
yeah.
there's already existing technology. I think it's a wearable device that you can wear, where you can set your alarm clock to wake up in the morning, but that device knows when you're if you're in deep sleep or in shallow sleep. So if
Right.
you decide, okay, I'm going to set my alarm for 6:30 in the morning, your wearable device will wake you up not quite at 6:30. If it thinks you're in a deep sleep, it'll
All
wait
right.
5 minutes so you wake up in a better state of mind.
All right.
Which
Okay.
is cool, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. Because if you're having a good good dream, because I mean,
Yeah.
I think we'll just kind of get onto some dreams that we've had, which
All right.
I like
Okay.
because I'm because looking at the clock. Um,
Okay. Well, I'm
so
curious, Martin, about your dreams.
you know what?
Come on,
It's like
give us, load it on us. Come on,
there,
serve it up.
I've been like racking my brain for like a week to pull up interesting dreams that I've had, and I've really failed. So all I
Really?
could, yeah, yeah, all I can say is like when I was young, I had a lot of nightmare dreams of being chased, a lot of that,
Right.
and then as an adult, like certainly over the last like 20 years or so, my dreams have literally just become just been about I don't know. I have a feeling that I've lost something and I'm just wandering around. It's almost like having a dream that you can't find your glasses. And you're just like wandering
Right.
around going, are they here? And that's the dream. But I would say over the last 6 months, 8 months, like almost like since Trump got back into office, if I'm honest, my anxiety has shot up and I'm
Yeah.
having a lot more nightmares again, which I never used to
Mhm.
have
Right.
for, for years,
Oh,
and now I'm getting like those bad fucking
yeah.
David Lynch style dreams now.
Right. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's happening all around the world, isn't it? Not to get too heavy on this subject, but there's a lot of anxiety around, and we don't live in the states. For fuck's sake, we
Right,
don't have ICE agents wandering around the streets,
right.
spraying peppers with pepper sprays.
I'm pretty
We don't
sure
have that.
if we did I'm sure there are more nightmares going on right now
Oh,
than there
massively.
have been for a long time. People
Yeah.
with trying to
Yeah.
sort out their
Okay.
anxiety. So what dreams do you have, Paul? Give us. I
I've
mean,
got. I've got. Well, I'll tell you about one. We've spoken about this in a different episode, but there was one dream I had that was with you when we were in Fifth Avenue in Manhattan,
Yeah.
and I was Superman,
Oh,
and we were standing on the sidewalk, just
right.
like standing there in a like relaxed way, like as if as standing there as if waiting for a taxi, but not actually hailing a taxi. Me
Right.
standing next to you, and me turning to you and saying basically, "What the fuck? I'm a superhero," and you're not in the least bit impressed, and you were completely nonchalant about it. It's like, what the
Oh,
hell? What have I
fucking
got to
silly.
do to prove to my
Oh,
mate Martin that I'm
oh,
a superhero?
oh, that makes me cry
Yeah,
inside.
there I was standing
Oh,
in my lycra.
oh,
Probably it was
oh
so
dear.
tight you could guess my religion. Whee!
Oh, well, you're a superhero to me, Paul. There we go.
Oh,
You're a
thanks, mate.
superhero.
But
Uh, yes.
my repetitive dreams, and I
Oh,
had
yeah.
one literally last week, and I've had them for about the last 30 years. Levitation.
Levitation's what you need.
What you need,
If you want to be the best,
the
if you want to
best.
be the rest, levitation's
Is
what you
what you
need.
need, and I can levitate at will. And it starts off as a party trick, and I said, well, I can levitate. So
Of
let's say
course,
me,
Superman.
I was
Superman.
not dressed as Superman. I wasn't levitating as Superman, but I could have,
All
couldn't
right.
I?
Yeah.
But it's more flying. That's different.
Yeah.
I could just levitate. I would just at will, as I did last week, decide to lift myself off the ground just a little bit of concentration. It's like, okay, levitate, Paul, and I would rise up slightly,
Yeah.
and that was it. Oh, and then quite often I would go up and down the stairs without touching the steps.
All right. I
I
think
could
I
just like
tried that at home.
glide or hover down or up steps.
Yeah, I think I tried to do that as a kid, like when I was about 10,
Right.
sort of gliding down
I've
the
had this
stairs.
dream so often that there have been times where I thought maybe I've done it once.
Oh, right.
Maybe I have actually levitated once.
And you're just remembering, maybe in a
Yeah.
previous life, you were
Right.
a, you were a, you were a, you were a flying wizard.
But there is something a repetitive dream that I have that is much more linked to in now reflecting on it since my diagnosis for ADHD. Repetitive dreams that not necessarily repetitive, but all very, very, very commonly on the theme of frustrated ambition. A
Oh,
bit
right.
like with you not being able to find your glasses, in
Yeah,
order
yeah.
to do complete a
Something.
task
Yeah,
or
yeah, yeah.
something.
Mm-hmm.
For me, it's most commonly in the workplace. So I've been given a project to do, and I can't finish it for some reason.
Oh,
There's something
anxiety.
in my way, or someone,
Mm-hmm.
or something that's stopping me finishing the job.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
or
would
it could be
fit with
sport,
you.
frustrate. So I think frustrated ambition in terms of I get related it to my ADHD and autism. You could easily make a connection between that and autism. The frustration of fucking hell, why do I get bored with a job or relationships, in a like 3 to 4 year cycle, If I
Mm-hmm.
didn't have those frustrations, I could have maybe been more successful personally and
Right.
professionally, you know.
Mm,
That's my
maybe.
take on it.
All right. Yeah, because it would sound to me like because you're quite anxious about getting things done on time, like being on time, finishing on
Exactly.
time, not being late. That
People
that
pleasing.
that you have this kind of anxiety that just runs full time,
Totally.
and
Yeah.
then and then that's your brain kind of going, yeah, you're anxious, you're feeling like that this thing might go wrong because something's
Yeah,
in the way, and it's just processing all of
totally.
that
Obstacles.
stuff.
Obstacles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we've got 20 minutes left in.
Oh,
So,
okay.
unless you've got like anything there that you kind of feel like, I've got to say
Well,
this or I'll
well,
kill
there's only
someone.
one. It's a fairly quick one. Have you ever had a dream where they kind of turn into a reality?
Dreams to know. I
I'll give you
don't
an
think so.
example. I dreamt that my bed was on fire,
Oh, one of those. Yes.
and then the next about 2 minutes later, or what felt like 2 or 3 minutes later, I was standing outside of my bed, not in a dream, in a wakened state, padding down my duvet, thinking it was on fire.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, yes. Okay. So, right. It's more
Padding
like
or patting?
patting
Patting
down.
down
Yeah,
the
yeah.
duvet.
It's for me. It's like those fucking dreams. Those fucking dreams where you've dreamt that you've dropped some vase or vase or something. You've dropped something. You've damaged something in
Yeah.
some way, and then you wake up in a panic because you think you've broken it, and then you
Yes,
kind of go,
exactly.
"Oh no, it was a dream. It was a dream." Oh,
Yeah.
thank God! Thank God!
I I literally ended up, I was standing at the end of the bed, outside of the bed, in a frenzied state, patting down the duvet because I thought it was on fire.
Right, right, yeah, that's fun. I
That's
can
quite rare though
I
for
can
me.
remember like once in a while I'll have a dream that I had sex with someone, like an
Right.
affair,
Yeah.
and then I wake up in a complete blind panic, and then it's like, oh thank God, oh thank
Right.
God, oh Jesus, it was just a
I
dream.
had I had sex with Princess Diana
Ooh, spicy.
in a shower cubicle,
All right,
and we
in a
got and we
shower
got
cubicle.
in, and we got interrupted by King Charles, as
Oh,
well then it was Prince Charles,
that's
and he
rude.
apologised. He opened up the shower cubicle. There was me with his missus
Right,
Diana, and he
banging away.
apologised. Sorry about that.
Sorry about that.
Sorry about
I
that.
was so rude of me. I was
Then he
just
closed the
playing.
camera. We got back into it.
Just carry on.
Carry on.
Carry
Never
on.
mind.
Carry on.
Don't mind
Carry on.
me.
I'm so sorry. Oh,
Carry on.
blimey. I don't think I've had a dream sex with a celebrity. It's usually like an ex, which
Okay.
makes things like really complicated. And I wake up
Then I had
going,
then I had sex with Princess Diana again in the back of her Rolls Royce.
nice. So you just
Yeah.
raised it up, right? Shower.
Yeah.
No.
But
Paul,
you know,
would you like to use my rolls? Yeah, sure, mate.
all
Thanks,
right.
Charles.
Thanks, mate. It's very generous of you.
Come on, Di. Let's get them back and do it.
Do you want to borrow my wife? And it was on the dual carriageway between Reigate and Lower Kingswood.
All right, home
Do
turf.
you remember that
You?
home turf?
Yes.
Yeah.
This is very boring. It's a very boring stretch of road. So
It's a very boring stretch of road.
so I'm glad you had something to do.
Exactly.
Oh dear. All right. Well, that was
That was
worth
it.
it. That was
Yes.
worth it. Oh fucking hell! All right. Well, I'm gonna click the let's rate dreams and
Oh
nightmares.
yeah, let's do that.
Let's do that. So here we go. Let's press this button that says ratings.
Banjo. Banjo.
Dreams and nightmares, are they a dopamine hit or are they a burnout score? So I think on the burnout score, it would be like if your dreams, if you have dreams that kind of carry over your mood for the rest of the day, like some dreams,
Yeah,
just you wake up and you're like, oh God, it's just sucked the life out of me,
yeah.
or
Because we
that
didn't
kind
talk
of thing.
about nightmares. Well, they're all, a lot of those were about nightmares. Well, Princess Diana, God love her, she wasn't a nightmare.
That's good. That's good.
She
Good to
was a
know.
long way. She was a long way from being a nightmare.
Mm-hmm. I like that.
But yeah, burnout could relate to nightmares. Some people
Anyway,
have a lot of nightmares.
yeah, yeah. There's this therapy that if you have like PTSD style
Yeah.
dreams where you're kind of like you're having this repetitive traumatic dreams,
Hmm.
you're supposed to when and you can do this if you have if you have repetitive bad dreams anyway, is that you can wake up, then the first thing you have to do is replay the dream but then have a different ending to it. So if you're being chased by a guy, then just it doesn't matter what the ending is, but the guy falls down a big hole and is lost forever, or he turns into a squirrel or something. Like
Or,
you can
yeah.
you have to kind of train your brain to tell the story in a different way. You have to do that
Yeah.
over and
Yeah.
over and over and over and over again. And that apparently is
Yeah.
very good if you have repeated nightmares.
Okay. Cool.
Anyway, dopamine hit.
Dopamine hit.
Yeah, Princess Diana. Come on.
For me,
In.
they're often a source of a lot of intrigue for me.
Mm-hmm.
Intrigue, curiosity, and just kind of wow factors like blimey, that dream that I had last
Blimey.
night.
Yeah, epic.
So it's quite high for me. I'm going to give it a steady 8.5, Martin.
Oh yeah. No,
Dopamine.
I think I will go like with a 9. Like
Okay, nice. Yeah.
like because I like my own dreams if they're good. But as you were saying right at the top of the episode, to use technical terms there, mate. When someone tells you their dream, it is like catnip to me. I love hearing other
Yes.
people's
Yeah.
because I don't know, because it kind of it gives me like a bit of an insight,
But
and I guess that's why people don't share their dreams very often, because it is
yeah.
quite personal. Because
Some
it
people are kind of quite anti discussions about dreams. I can't remember who it was. I remember someone saying that they found it really boring, people talking about their own dreams. I'm the total opposite. I think, yeah, come on, just talk about
yeah,
dreams.
give
Yeah,
it
it's
to
fascinating.
me. Yeah,
Give
because
it to me.
usually
Serve
people
it up.
people will tell you dreams that they find interesting themselves, or different, or
Hmm.
unusual. So those are the ones that they tend to share, which are always the fun
Yeah.
ones. All right, so
I
but
I know someone who
yes,
has never ever remembered one of his dreams.
yeah. I mean, I struggle now,
Bizarre.
to be to be
Do you?
to be honest.
Okay.
Yeah, they kind of, as I said, they kind of drift. They just melt away
Okay.
boringly. Um,
Burnout. How about
yeah.
you for burnout, Mr.
Oh,
West?
I'm gonna go. You know what? I mean, I'll have to take it generally and say that they don't tend to affect me too much. So it's like a 3. I mean, my dreams have been getting worse, but not but the feeling of the dream doesn't carry on into the day. I don't if I
Right.
have a bad dream, I don't feel like the rest of my day is shot. So
Yeah. Well, you're of a certain age, Martin, so you're less affected by it, I
I don't
suspect.
know, maybe ages. Yeah. Anyway,
Um,
you.
Me, I'd have to say burnout for me and an association with dreams. If I'm having a fever, which is very, very, very rare, but I don't
Fever.
get fevers enough. A doctor told me that it's bad, the fact that I hardly ever get a fever, because it means that my body isn't responding in the way it should, i.e., regulating
Ooh.
your temperature. But if I do have a dream, if I do have a fever, it means that I'm very ill and I have terrible nightmares,
Mm-hmm. Yes.
repetitive usually, and I can't
Yeah.
get out of the repetition. Even if I wake up several times, I go
Oh, yeah.
back into the repetitive
Yeah.
state.
Yeah, that's nuts. So anyway,
It's
score.
horrible. So score three,
All right.
three.
So therefore, we both are very much pro dreams. They're very much a dopamine winner. All right, let's jump back into the tractor, get into our Bessie's Star Up, because we've got to go up to Alexandra's Haunted Inn. Spooky, spooky,
Spooky
spooky.
music.
Slightly spooky. Alexandra's left a note for us, as she often does, which we are so grateful for. And we were talking about last week. We were talking about autism and ADHD, and I was kind of saying how much they are sort of like sort of squabbling siblings.
Yeah, yeah.
I described them, and she says in a comment somewhere, autism and ADHD are messing with each other for sure, but they also kind of make, in a weird way, both function a little better. They're definitely like siblings. I
Mm,
feel more comfortable in my autism, actually, but then it gets a bit boring, and ADHD says, okay, let's do something about it. And autism
yeah.
prays it won't be too crazy. And for her, it never is. Um, yeah, yeah. I think I'm more ADHD forward and autism second.
I
I think
I
for
think
sure.
I am too. Yeah,
I
I
think so
think I
too.
am too.
Yeah, and I can't remember where I thought. Oh, I can't remember where it was, but Carol, our minister of snacks, um, made a comment on our cars episode sort of recently. I think that was the one before last, and because one of the reasons why I picked cars was because I knew that she was a car head, so it kind of thought, oh,
Oh,
you
is
know what,
she? Okay.
that will appeal to, and she was saying
Petrol
how
head.
petrol head, yeah. She was saying how in her youth she used to do quarter mile drag races with
Wow.
her with
Okay.
her friends, and would do sort of donuts and all of that stuff.
Wow.
So, so she's
Wow.
obviously
Hardcore. Amazing.
obviously cooler than us, Paul. Cooler than us. Right. On to this is a good point to say. Get in the comments. Right. Tell us
Yes.
stuff. Tell us
Come
about your
on.
dreams. Dreams. Tell us about your dreams. Have you had some good dreams? Have you had some terrible dreams? Recurring ones? Yeah, just pop them in the comments on YouTube or anywhere where you get your podcast is. All right. Well, now I think we're gonna hit the quiz. It's the quiz. So,
Lovely.
that was the same thing that I did last week. I just cut it out and I've
Oh,
just used it
nice. I liked it.
as a sound
Cut
button.
it out. Cut it out, Martin.
Right. So last week, the score for 2026 currently stands at Paul in the lead with 1, and me coming up with a firm 0. So it's my
Okay.
turn, and now you raised the bar by like 25 inches. When
Right.
when you did your quiz was themed on things that you did, and I had to pick out things that you
Well,
didn't
it
didn't
was
do.
on the things like you think you know me after 40 years of friendship, but
Right,
how well do you really know me?
right. So this is my response to that. So, Paul, you've
Lovely.
known me for 40 years, but how well do you
Yes.
really know me?
Come on,
Um,
bring it on.
all right. So it's three questions, three
Yeah.
multiple choice answers. One of them is false. The
Right.
other two are true. You have to find the false one. All
Right.
right. So
Oh, curious as
first
a
up,
cat.
one of these is false. When I lived in Beijing, in China,
Yes.
did I eat shark lip salad? B, frog uterus pudding? Or C, starfish soup? So A, shark lip salad.
Stars.
B, frog uterus pudding. Or C, starfish
One
soup.
of them is false.
One of them is false. I ate the other two.
I'm going with the lips of the shark.
Shark lip soup. I ate shark lip soup.
Did
Sorry, I
you?
ate shark lips salad. Yes, yes, I had it several
Wow.
times because it was really good.
So sharks have lips.
Well, it's actually part. It isn't actually their lips. It's actually part of their fin. Um,
Oh, okay.
I
Oh,
I would I would not eat it now, ethically. I would say,
okay.
but I was younger. Uh, frog
Okay.
uterus pudding. I also did eat several times, and that was good. Um,
Uterus
yes,
pudding
yes, as a
dessert.
as a a
Wow.
dessert. But I did not have starfish soup. That wasn't a thing.
Okay.
I did have deep fried starfish, so I had that,
Okay. Right. Okay.
but not in
All
soup
right.
form. If you want to know what deep fried starfish tastes like, like if you get like a fish finger, like, or a fish
Yeah.
stick, those things,
Yeah.
and you almost have no meat, and it's almost all
The
crumb.
coating. Yeah.
Yes, that's what it's like.
Okay. Yes. I think I've had something similar. I've eaten a lot of weird things, but yeah, not that weird.
All right. Number two, was I a naked model for a photo shoot on a snowy New York rooftop? Or B, did I organize a photo shoot of naked Santas for a famous cell phone brand?
Naked what?
Did I organize a photo shoot of naked Santas? Like
Santas.
Father Christmas Santas.
Okay.
Photo shoot of
Yeah.
naked Santas for a famous cell phone brand. So that would be Sony Ericsson,
That one's true.
who are big in Europe. Or
That one's true.
or C, did the woman who was the head of marketing at Adidas or,
Yeah.
or Adidas take me to a strip club to watch naked girls?
That's true.
So, did I do a
Well, are you being
naked?
cheeky? Because are you being cheeky like I was? Was it just? Was it that? Is it like? Is it subtle that it wasn't naked girls? It was naked boys.
No, no,
Okay.
no. So, was I a naked? Uh, was I a naked model for a photo shoot in snowy New York? Or did I organize a photo shoot of naked Santas? Or did the woman who was the head of marketing at Adidas take me to a strip club to watch naked girls? A, B, or C? What one didn't I do?
You didn't get taken to a strip show by the Adidas lady.
Oh, I did get taken to a strip
Ah,
club
man.
by the woman who was the head of marketing at Adidas. And you know what? The funny thing was, right, is that it was early because we just had a meeting. This was in Portland, Oregon, where the head of Adidas is in the States. And we just finished a meeting. She said, "Do you want to go to a strip club?" And being a good agency person, you always do what the client wants. So if they go, "Do you want to do this?" You go, "Yes." Doesn't matter what it is. You go, "I'm in." Although this seemed like it was more odd than it was like, "Oh, I'm excited." So anyway, so we get in a cab when we go there, and it was early because we'd only just finished work, so it was empty. Right?
That's bizarre.
It was empty.
Oh, weird.
It was
That's weird.
Empty. There's a girl dancing on the stage.
Yeah.
This woman, my client, gets a chair from the back, drags it all the way up to the front, and sits down with a fucking fistful of $5 bills. Yeah, I stayed at the back, mate. I was like, "I'm not joining you up the front."
Wow. You weren't supplying her dollars. Who paid?
Well, she did.
Okay. What about for drinks? Did you pay for drinks?
I can't remember. I probably bought a round of drinks, yes, for sure. But I wasn't.
And how long did you stay for?
Not too long. I think it was like maybe half an hour or so. She complained that the girls weren't attractive enough, so we ended up leaving.
Sounds like she's got a bit of a fetish going on, and she prefers going when there's no one else is there.
Maybe.
Probably because then there's not too many men there.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Groveling.
I think so. Yeah. And
interesting.
Right. So I did that. I was also a naked model on a photo shoot on a snowy New York rooftop. That was some time ago.
Jack Frost nipping at your cock.
Yep. There is a photo of me standing up on a New York Anyway, with a board that kind of went. I was basically standing there in the snow, with on the roof with
in the bath.
And I had a piece of board in front of me of my parts. So I was, but I did have my underwear on behind the board, so I wasn't completely naked.
Okay.
But I did not organise a photo shoot for Santas. I did actually organise a photo shoot for Santas, but they weren't naked. They were just regular. And it got cancelled, which was annoying.
Okay. So I'm 2 down.
2 down.
Blimey.
I know.
So I'm just playing for dignity now.
Playing for dignity. Question 3. Now, this is very UK TV celebrity centric, right? So this is so if you're American or Greek or wherever you are in the world, you won't understand these people, but just understand that they are well-known people, well-known to us Brits, right? Did I tell actress Patricia Rutledge that she was a god? You're a god.
She's lovely, Patricia Rutledge.
She was,
No, I think of Patricia Hodge.
Right, no, she was in Keeping Up Appearances.
Oh, she died 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, she died recently, but
so
not
what
without
did you do
being
with
told
her?
She was a god. I told her she was a god. You're a god.
Okay.
Did I tell Irish TV presenter Eamon Holmes? Remember Eamon Holmes? That
bit of a cock apparently.
That he was a god.
Okay.
Or did I tell TV presenter Kat Deely that she was a god?
She's a god. She's a god.
She's
But
yeah.
did you
So
tell her she was a god?
well,
I think
I told two of them that I was a god, but one of them I didn't.
I'm going to go
I
for
was
Eamon Holmes is the one you made up. You didn't say Eamon Holmes was a god.
I definitely
And the other
told
ones you did.
Eamon Holmes that he was a god, and he laughed.
Okay.
He laughed.
Okay.
So
Which one was the one you made up then?
I told Patricia Rutledge she was a god, and Cat Dealey. I did not tell
Right.
she was a god. All I said was, can I have a photo of you? I was at a fashion week event in New York, and I had a thing. I had a campaign experiential thing,
Okay.
and we invited her, and she came over, and I got my photo taken with her. But I did not say that she was a
Lovely.
god. So there we go. You are.
Nice. I like that. It's a good format. It's a good format.
Yeah. So there we go. We are now one
Okay.
each.
One each.
One akimbo.
Okay.
So we're level peggings on that front.
Even pickings. Even.
Right. Yeah.
Level pegging, even pickings.
Right. So I think I've kind of done the sort of your feedback is vital to us bit when I did the other bit. So let's talk about what are we going to do next week?
Well, we've got this. Oh, my headphones need recharging. Hang on a sec.
Oh. Well, while he's going to recharge his headphones or plug them in, we have a long list. So if you've got any ideas about what you want us to talk about, get in the comments and just say, hey, guys, can you do an episode of ADHD or even LDHD and something? Whatever it is, just throw it in, and then we will pick out. We'll pick suggestions out.
Our Minister for Snacks can definitely get involved next week. For next week, Carol, because next week it's going to be ADHD and snacking.
Fantastic. Snacking. General snacking.
Habits of.
Perfect. All right. Well, that sounds awesome. Can't wait for that. I shall have some snacks prepared. I think I shall.
Oh, good idea.
Yeah. All right. So I think if we both kind of come with some snacks, that would be cool.
Well, I'll be snacking the day after I come back from Germany, so I might come back with German snacks.
Right. All the sausage related in some way.
Currywurst. Yeah,
nice.
Maybe.
All right. So let's well, thanks for being here, and just a reminder, ADHDville is delivered fresh every Tuesday to all there's a fine podcast. Please subscribe to the pod and rate us most dreamy. And feel free to correspond at will in the comments. But wait, there's more. If you wish to see our beautiful faces, then sally forth to the YouTubes and the TikToks, and you can also pick up a quill and email us at adhdville@gmail.com. But in the meantime, be fucking kind to yourself.
And I beseech you, fellow ADHDers, fare thee well with gladness of heart.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Look, I timed this one perfectly. Look.
There, says the mayor.
Bloody hell.
That's that.
Good.
Yeah.
Lovely.